What communities? Keep hate
out of our state.
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 Folks, I appreciate the fact that you came. I'm not going to interrupt you.
We're also part of
Please
this community.
do not interrupt
We're
me.
listening, but we're also
Thank you
part of
very
the
much.
community. We're going to
Thank
continue
you.
listening, but we're also part of the community.
Please,
the
ma'am.
immigrant community is also part of
You
the
can ask any
Massachusetts
questions
community.
you have
We will,
after
sir.
I'm
Thank you
finished.
so much.
After I'm finished. Please, be respectful. I'll be
I am
respectful.
being respectful with
You're
you, but you're not being respectful with the
You
immigrant
are
community.
interfering with our press conference, which we're going to do in a very specific manner. I'm
listening. I'm going to listen. But if you say racist
Thank you
stuff
very much.
against our community, we're going
What
to
does the
react.
bill do? What does the bill do? It specifically gives authority to our local police officers to enforce federal law.
Let me just remind you and the other protesters who are here that the First Amendment affords every one of us the opportunity to be heard, not to be interrupted. You have your forum to speak, but do not interrupt our constitutional right to express.
Do not violate
Excuse me,
basic
ma'am.
human rights of
This is
immigrants.
exactly what I'm
That's why
talking
you're
about.
That's
Well,
why
you
I'm
can
here.
express that after we're
That's
done.
why I'm here, because you're criminalizing the
Ma'am.
immigrant community. You have been criminalizing the immigrant
Ma'am,
community
if you can't honor
for
our
years.
constitutional rights, then we...
Excuse me, you are the one who is not honoring the U.S.
Good morning.
Constitution.
Good morning. Good morning. I want to start.
Just want to say that to me, this ruling by the SJC seems to make no sense whatsoever. Haven't we already learned?
Excuse me.
Ponte
Ma'am,
aquí, ponte
you're
aquí.
blocking these
Ponte aquí.
people
It's
who have
okay.
been invited
No,
here.
it's all right. It's not
Stand
bothering
back
me.
over here, please.
Yeah, it's not bothering me. It's all right.
Thank you.
I'm not going to tell you again.
I'm not going to ask you for any
Hate out of our state.
Keep hate
Out of our state.
Keep hate
Out of our state.
Once again, folks, I would ask you to respect
You're blocking the
What are
camera.
you doing?
what we have asked you to do. You have an opportunity later
They are moving.
to
Stand up
ask
here.
your question.
Don't touch me.
Stand over
Don't
here,
touch me.
please.
You're a police officer.
No, I'm sure.
Oh, you're a sheriff.
Yeah,
You
but
have
you're
more
supposed to
information.
Representative
You
Deal,
need to
thank
touch
you
me.
very much for joining us.
Thank you, Representative Lyons, and thank you everybody for joining.
Ma'am, we'd ask you to step back with the audience.
No,
please.
no, no.
Ma'am,
You
that's
cannot-
not back
you-
here.
I have the
You're
right
back
to
here,
do
that's
this.
fine.
Don't yell at me. Don't
all
even
you've been
yell
doing
at
is
me.
yelling. Then
Don't
you're
even
fine.
touch me.
This
Don't
is
touch me. Don't yell at me.
Security.
Be
Get
respectful.
out of his
Be
face.
respectful.
I am.
Be respectful. Don't even
Stand back
touch me.
here.
Because you know that I have rights. Yes, you are touching me. Don't even touch me and don't yell at me. Okay?
I think you're yelling at us.
Oh,
All right, thank you all for joining us here today, and I just want to
are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I would like to know if you have a specific data, very specific numbers of how many undocumented immigrants have been committing crimes in Massachusetts, because in your statement you were imagining, right? So I would like to
Well,
know.
I can-
can I finish my question?
I'm
sir?
sorry, ma'am, I didn't
So I
mean to
would like to know
interrupt you.
if you have like a formal report with specific data. And my second question is for you, Representative. Do you have a clear understanding about how the U.S. immigration system works right now in order to give citizenship for undocumented people? Do you know how many years? Do you know the process of how people apply to that process?
So, ma'am, I'm going to address the first question you asked if you had any specific information relative.
I'm not talking about cases. I want to have data, specific data. Numbers.
Can I? I'd be happy to get you the data, but
I would like to hear it right now because you're filing a bill. I imagine that you have enough information
So-
because basically what you're saying is that all undocumented people in Massachusetts
No.
are criminals, drug dealers. So I would like to have the data.
No one is saying that, first of all. But to give you some information, we will be happy to provide you with all.
You don't have that data now and you're filing a bill
Yeah, I mean now.
without having that data?
So
I want to know, yes or not.
Yeah, we do have the
Do
data.
you have that data?
Yeah, we do. But
Can we
that's-
have that
that's
data in
not-
a public way?
I'm not.
Can we have
Ma'am,
that
you gonna
data?
let me answer my question. You might not like the answer, okay?
Okay.
But you've asked a question.
Yes, I did.
And I didn't interrupt you the way you've interrupted
Okay, give me the
us.
answer. I will give you
But
the space.
specifically, you asked if anyone has come into this country who has committed
I
crimes.
said
and whether-
Massachusetts.
So in Lawrence, recently, there was a drug bust of $100 or so million. There were 40 people rounded up all right, who were drug traffickers. 36 of them were illegal immigrants, okay? Our purpose in this bill is not to say that there are illegal immigrants and everyone's a criminal, despite that fact that that's what you're saying. Our purpose of this bill is to protect the citizens of the United States and specifically Massachusetts. And we want to make sure that our law enforcement officers have the tools necessary. And one of those tools is to be able to work cooperatively with our federal authorities.
Ignorance
This is
about
very
the
common.
U.S. immigration system.
Very
It's
common
very
to the
clear
left.
that you don't know. You have no idea about how the immigration system is right now and how your family migrated to the U.S. years ago, decades ago, was very different.
Yes.
I hope you can
You're right,
read
it
a
was
little bit
different.
more
You're
about
right,
your
Jim,
own
you are
laws.
absolutely
You
right,
should
it was
be-
different
you should be
because my
reading.
family
You should
followed
be
the
reading
laws
a
of the
little bit
land.
more. The
And
law
I appreciate
hasn't
that that may not be your
changed. The
position.
law hasn't changed.
That's the position
It's
that
a
you take.
shame that you as a policymakers don't know there are immigration laws in the U.S. It's very a shame.
Thank you very much,
Shame of you.
Representative.
Give hate
Once
out
again-
of our state. Give hate out of our state.
Once again, folks, we appreciate everyone here that's being respectful and understanding what we asked you to do, which was give us an opportunity. We called this press conference